how effective is adopting accelerate to the product engineering, and how you are placing pivot in product engineering?
So accelerate is exactly just like the word meaning, literal word meaning. It accelerates the product development. So when I mentioned pivot, so there are a lot of different modules in pivot which can be used by anyone in the company. So our HR team is using it, our employees are using it for
Okay.
tracking their daily, even minute tasks as tracking their daily timesheets also. So how we have built pivot, that's what makes accelerate popular actually.
Yeah, okay.
So accelerate is a development accelerator platform. So you can I'll say another cliche word, agents.
Yeah.
It's all about agents now. Wherever you search for AI or anything, deep dive into AI, you all see agents, agentic architecture, everything. So we build small granular agents in accelerate, and we connect it to different solutions. So pivot is one solution where we have built small agents. Like I'll give an example. So back in the days when we used to have a project, usually a project team will have, let's say if there is a team of 10 developers, it'll have a scrum master whose only job is to run the scrum, make sure everything is up to date in Jira or any of the project management tools, and make sure the sprint is going well, everybody is updating their tasks, conduct the scrum calls, sprint meetings, plan the sprints, backlogs, everything, right? So we have a very small module in a pivot, which does this automatically.
Yeah.
When I say automatically, it's not like it's creating its own stories, it's creating its own hallucinations and all. There is still a human in the loop.
Correct.
So the leader in the team, what he or she does is gets into the pivot, goes into the requirements module, as we call it. I'm pretty sure we can name it something cooler. I will name it differently for sure. But what it does actually is it actually makes the life of a team lead easier actually.
Okay.
So you have let's say you have the BRD, right?
Correct.
Business requirement document. You have the SOW with you. Just upload it to Pivot. It catches all the details of the project from that. And if you have a software requirement document, it's well good. So you can upload that as well. So what our system does is goes through all these documents, and the system actually understands what the project is about. It actually checks if we have worked with the same customer on a different project, or we have some data with the same customer or similar kind of industry. Then it actually helps the user to create these stories, not just in Pivot, but in Jira also. So we can pull in details from that. And the one good thing so now there is a question in your mind, definitely. There is Jira, why do you want to use it?
Correct. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I was about to ask that.
Yeah.
But
So let's say if consider my case, I run multiple projects. So one project, everything will be in Jira. Another one, everything is in, let's say, Trello. Or maybe even GitHub has a project management tool these days. One is in GitHub, one is in Azure DevOps. I have to go through, I literally used to have like 5 different Chrome profiles where I log in with each project ID, and one will be used definitely for GitHub project management for that project. So morning my time is gone in logging into all these things and checking all this status, right? Now all I do is I open up Pivot, I see everything in my dashboard, all the projects all in one. So that's where my work is, half done by AI.
Great.
So I'm the half human there.
Yeah.
Rest is done by Pivot. So Pivot is my half. I can say better half.
Correct. But this is actually the one thing that I have seen, even with the developers also. So they are not just getting into Jira, so they are just using a Pivot.
Exactly.
The chat.
So obviously, if you want to get into Jira, you have to open the task in a new window, update the status there, right? Now all my developers do is they just log into Pivot, ask what is my task for day. It will give you the task. Okay, I'm starting to work on this, and just give you the ID. It will mark the start status of that task in Jira automatically. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like when the supermarkets came into place, one stop for everything.
Correct.
Same philosophy here. One stop for all the things you need as a developer. They can even see their own commits and the GitHub dashboard also.
Oh, right. And I believe from log in their timesheet also, right? They can.
That's what I said. Like initially when we started the conversation, so not just the timesheets, they can log the leaves, download the timesheets, export it as the leads can export into a different variety of reports. Another important piece of another important module, as we can say, is like I can see what my people are doing, what everybody in the company is doing just by logging in. I don't have to go to each team and ask, like, so let's say there are like a few teams working under me, so I don't have to go to each team, talk to the leaders and say, hey, what are you guys doing, or what are you working on, how is your project going? All I need to do is log into Pivot, get into the dashboard. That's it.
Correct. Yeah. See, even from once a project is onboarded, and definitely we work on both T&M and fixed price projects. So there is always the schedule variance and all this that happens, right?
Yeah.
So Pivot has given me that leeway when it comes like to figure out what is the which are projects are not like going good and which are the things that are struggling, where there might be an extra help needed. That is something a big relief for me, because even before something breaks, I'm able to figure out that there are some challenges there, maybe an additional help where we'll be able to clean that up and take it forward and get it on the green stage.
Exactly.
So that is something that I have seen as the best feature from Pivot from the angle that I work.
See, that's the whole idea. So when we say we are leveraging AI, what we wanted to do is we want to leverage AI to get all the best possible data in the best possible way, so that you don't have to spend time filtering this data, going through the reports to see what is there and what is not there. Let's say if I even want to, I'll give a smarter example. So when we start with a project, the major problem which any of the PMs or any of the resource allocation team faces is how to allocate these resources effectively into a project, right?
Correct. Yeah.
We have to have the right composition of people in a project so that it'll go in neatly and smoothly. Even though there'll be small hiccups and everything after every production day.
Yes.
That's
a given.
There is nothing that's scary.
Yeah, true.
So we have a smart suggestion module in Pivot where you upload as I mentioned, you upload the SOW, BRD documents and everything. Where if you have mentioned, like, let's say if I have a requirement from a customer where they want to build a product, and they want, let's say, if 2 AI developers, or let's say Python developers and 1 React guy. So the moment I upload this document, my system will suggest, it will check for all the available resources in my system, and even if they're partially available, so it will check if they have worked in similar projects also, and they'll rank the people and give me the suggestions.
Yeah. So that you do not have to go through many Excels and figure out which of the people are available.
So see, we have 100 people working under me, so I don't remember all these 100 people's resumes by heart, right?
Correct.
So every time a project comes, I don't have to think about, okay, this guy has worked on this or not. It's giving me the suggestion. So that's like, it's all about time.
Correct.
So previously also I used to do it manually. Now, let's say if I was taking like 2 hours for that, I'm taking 5 minutes.
Correct. Yeah.
That's how everywhere, what I can say is, when we are adopting AI, we're getting things done in lesser time.
Correct.
So that's what it actually is.
Yeah. Sure.
It's not like, I still don't think like AI is going to take all your jobs.
Yeah.
It's definitely like, if you don't adopt to AI, that's a different problem.
So if you take a traditional way of a product development, where we used to take like 12 months, 16 months to get a product development done,
that's cut short now.
That is cut short now, because what I have seen is the team has been adopted to how AI tools, and they are very much like convinced that AI tools can help them. And they are not. It is not going to take away their job.
That's
It is actually enabling them to improve their productivity.
See, I'm pretty sure almost like 80% of the people doesn't know this.
Correct.
When I say I've seen like recently a lot of companies are adopting AI and they're leaving people, right? They are laying off people left and right. What is actually happening there? It's like they're just identifying people who is not adopting to their AI roadmap. There is nothing they can do, right?
Correct.
If you're adopting to their AI roadmap, there is nothing like a high performing employee now. It's all the data you need is out there.
Correct.
It's about how you can leverage that, get the job done.
Yeah, true.
So that that nerdy guy who used to be topper in college, that situation is gone.
Yeah,
you don't have to be a topper.
You have to be smarter.
You have to be smarter. That's the right word.
Correct. So what we have been doing differently is what is enabling us to taking it forward, and what we have been thinking differently is what we are executing right now at the moment.
Correct.
So it's actually great insight. So that is Vaishakh giving the insight of how he is adopting Pivot AI, the tool or the solution that ThoughtMinds has developed internally to enable product engineering projects to be run efficiently, effectively, and how they can empower the developers and the team out there to effectively do their work, not to just run around and get things done with a larger time span, how effectively they can improve their productivity and how they can get things done. So thank you very much, Vaishakh, for your insight and everything.
Yeah, thanks Prabhu. Thanks for inviting me.
Great.